Hello folks, Mike DeBruzzo here, and what I'm going to show you in this video is a little demonstration of phase 1 heel, which is basically just getting a dog started with the concept of where heel is. It's a phase 1 exercise, so just like all phase 1 exercises, you do this with little to no distractions. I like to use a pretty benign classroom like this. There's no corrections in it. Usually with phase 1 exercises, we don't even use a leash. The heel, I do like to use a leash just because the dog, it makes it easier for the dog to at least be in the right area, so it's easier to train. Remember, do not correct the dog. What you're going to do is we're going to reward the dog for just being in the right position, which is just going to be slightly behind our left heel, which you can refer to the heeling charts in the literature to see where the right position is. We teach them further rules about this in phase 2 training. But what you're going to see, I have a puppy here, and I'm just going to be encouraging her to walk behind my left foot. If she goes out of position, it's not a big deal, but she'll learn the more she's behind my left foot when I say heel, the more she's going to get rewarded. So it'll give her a good introduction to the exercise, which will make phase 2 heeling a lot easier for her. So as a knowledge, she's good for this video because she's a very rambunctious puppy. Now remember, first thing is just leash manners. You want to be able to relax with your dog, and if she's doing pulling all over the place, I'm just not going to go with her. Leash manners really is a prerequisite to anything else that you do, and understanding the concepts of just not letting the puppy drag you all over the place. Good girl. So I'm going to communicate with her when she's not pulling, and then I'm going to start heeling with her. So it's okay, it's phase 1 that they know you have a treat. Remember, this is just teaching them what the concept is, so they're going to work purely through positive reinforcement in phase 1 exercises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk with her, and I'm going to hold this treat just a little bit behind my left foot, like this. I'm going to say, Nala, heel, and I just hold it right here. Go, girl. And as long as she's not jumping around and she's staying back there we go, I'll give her treats. Good girl. So I'm just going to keep my left hand back here, heel. Heel, good girl. And you can say heel, and when she goes back in that position, not a heel. Heel, good girl. I tell her good girl and I praise her. But we want her to do it herself. Don't drag her back over there. Good girl. And you could praise her, and you could keep just giving her little pieces of treat heel. Good girl. See, so she's finding that position herself. I hope I'm on camera for that. Good girl. Good girl. So it's amazingly easy when you're not outside and you don't have lots of distractions going on. And as you can see, I don't need tons of room to teach her this. And you can change direction, heel. Good girl. Good. Now they are, of course, going to naturally hit the end of the leash sometimes. Just don't, make sure you don't correct them for it. Good girl. If they're not going with you, they'll naturally end up coming along with you anyway. Just keep your momentum going, but don't correct. Heel. Good girl. Good. Now it's okay to mix in a little obedience with them. Like for instance, it's pretty easy to add in a sit while you're doing this. So I'll walk with her at heel. Good girl. As I come to a stop, sit. Good girl. You could actually start practicing them being in these good positions right here. Down. Good girl. This is going to make phase 2 training much easier. Down. Good girl. Good girl. Now heel. Good girl. Good girl. Now you can do this with a puppy at really any age. Good girl. You could start this kind of stuff as soon as the puppy comes home. Good girl. And she's already learning pretty quick that by staying back behind my left heel, that's where all the treats are coming from. If your dog does this, goes all around to the wrong side, just try to lead him back over to the correct side, and she'll learn she's not going to get treats over there. I'll actually look over my left shoulder, heel, good girl, and have them look for my eyes around the other side, to my left side. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Oops, you dropped it. Good girl. Heel. So I'll look over my left side. Heel. I'll look for her over here. Heel. Good girl. Oops, I dropped it that time. I'm sorry. Get more razor. Heel. Good girl. So she's learning where it's at. Now look down. Down. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Good. Now sit. Good girl. Good girl. Now heel. Good girl. Yeah, remember, don't give it to them when they're hopping all over the place. Wait for her to settle there. Good girl. Now sit. 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 Good girl. Not in the perfect heel position, that's okay. Now let come. Come, good girl. Come. Now sit. Good girl. Now let come. Good girl. Now let heel. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good, so she's learning the game pretty quick. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Now if I took her outside for a walk, out in a park, is she going to do this? No way. Oh, she's finding my dropped trees. There's no way she's going to do it. But this is what training is about. It takes patience. There's no quick fix-its. You got to start somewhere. Now the heel. Heel. Completely wrong place. Heel. Now the heel. Good girl. There you go. So just be calm and patient. She's trying to find all the dropped pieces, all the free ones, because I'm clumsy, that I dropped on the floor. Heel. There's only so many of those though. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now come. Now let's come. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Free. Good. So that's an example of phase 1 healing. It's pretty easy. It gets more complicated once we get to like phase 2 heal, especially phase 3 heal. Remember, healing is one of the more difficult things to do with your dog, but it's definitely one of the most impressive things when it's all finished. And you're not going to get an overnight fix on this for sure. You're going to get the best results when you keep at it for a couple of months. So that's phase 1 heal, and good luck with it. Any questions, be sure to post them on our forums.